connecting healers, readers, people from the community together so that we can all take a part in healing ourselves together in this journey that we are doing. Yeah. So,
right.
You guys could introduce yourselves. We are so excited because we have 3 Reiki practitioners here.
Yeah. Yay. We're all Reiki masters.
Reiki masters.
Yeah. So it takes just a little more, an extra certification.
See, and this is why we have them here, because I don't know the difference.
That's okay. That's okay. You want to go first?
Well, I'm Kirsten for the Facebook world. Hello, I'm Kirsten.
She's a TikTok queen. Sorry.
Yeah, I do TikToks. I'm sorry.
I will. How do you say it? Forget it.
You'll share it.
But anyways, she's the TikTok queen to us.
Yeah.
So follow her on TikTok. What is it?
Yes, my TikTok is Guided by the Moon Reiki. That's also the name of my business, and what I do is Reiki. I'm a Reiki master, and it's something that I was fully guided to do. It helped me in so many ways and throughout my life, and it's just such an amazing practice to even be in, to be able to utilize it on other people, and to be able to bring that healing to others is such an amazing experience, because you know for yourself it works, but when you do it to others, it's like, oh yeah, that validation of like, oh wow, this is amazing. It's really great.
And so my name is Heather, and
I'm Danny.
Yep. And we're from Everbloom Healing Arts. So we are both Reiki masters as well. And the difference that I feel like we bring is we work on people together. So we combine a bunch of different practices, little bits here and there. We do shaker work. There's intuitive insights that are brought in. Dan does a lot of really amazing gridding so that the space is safe and the space is sacred. He actually even did it in here today for us to keep us all nice and energetically protected. And yeah, it's, you know, we got certified originally back in 2016, and we got our mastery just back in June of this year, and it has just been rapid expansion since then. So we're really grateful to be here.
Awesome.
And yeah, so thank you.
Awesome. Then we have Misael. Y'all can't see him.
Behind the counter.
Thank you.
That works.
He's our social media marketer, producer, what do you want to call him? Everything tech guy.
I'd like to call him my brother.
Aww.
So sweet. Thank you.
And then we got Baron in the back. Hi.
We put Baron in the corner.
Finally. He's been naughty. No. So, once again, we're all here. As you can tell, we're not in Laura's kitchen. Once again, we're at the Beauty Roadie Theater, where the Kenosha Spiritual Markets have been going on. They do other things here.
Yeah, there's plays and all kinds of things. There.
It's a beautiful
It's a
place.
historic theater.
It's a very beautiful place. Yes.
Anyhow, before we get any further, we're going to throw out some quick rules.
Disclaimers.
You know, once again, that none of us are medical professionals. We all may have played one on a TV once. We're not licensed therapists, even though we may feel like your best friends. So any messages that we get, any of us, even intuitive messages, they're just recommendations, that they are just suggestions. They also say that when you should pull the cord on a parachute, that's just a suggestion too.
Really?
Yep.
All right.
So once again, and also, like, you know, the messages we do get from spirit are things that we do practice ourselves that sometimes help with that kind of thing. Thank you.
So my explanation of that is you are responsible for your own choices.
Yes.
That's our motto.
Take what resonates, leave what doesn't.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, Bar Brother.
Okay.
Hey, Kyle.
So, right now, if you guys are just kind of checking in, if you guys want to start taking people again, we're doing a contest for a mystery prize that's in my hand. Dun, dun, dun. Start taking people. And what else?
Oh, shout outs. We did shout outs.
No.
Do you shout outs?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shout outs. So we got to give shout outs. Of course, to Cassie and Eric. They were our guests last week. If you didn't see, I'm pretty sure the show was still up. They were also Reiki. That's why I said we have 2 segments of Reiki sessions. So thank you, Cassie and Eric, for letting us into your beautiful home, your beautiful space.
Randall's on.
Hi, Randall. Mike, again, Blesky. I always feel like I say his name wrong.
Blesky.
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 He's the one that donates candles. So I didn't bring any candles today because we got a whole bunch of goodies from the Kenosha Awakening Market, spiritual market.
And they're Bloco candles.
Yeah, and they're Bloco candles.
So shout out to Barrett.
Shout out to Baron. Thank you so much for letting us in this beautiful place, the Rhodey Theater. It is definitely beautiful, amazing. And a special shout out to Crystal and Kyle from Altered State of Mind. This week we closed a partnership together. Well, partnership, sponsorship, whatever you want to call it. So they will be sponsoring our show, which is exciting for us.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's going to be a big step.
Yes.
I feel it. And definitely a shout out to the Rhodey Theater. Shout out to the purple, what is her name? Purple lady? Lavender lady?
Hey. And what's the other guy's name? Like
Piss and pee.
Piss and pee.
Piss and pee.
a little shout out. Thank you for sharing your space with us.
Right.
He's back in the corners.
Not talking about Baron. Okay. Anyhow, once again, if you want a chance to win, what's in my prize?
What's in your prize?
What's in your prize?
I want to know what's in your prize.
Let's start posting, tagging people, the person with the most tags for coming on the show. We're gonna give away what's in the hand.
I thought that's a cake. I was like, oh, am I saying that? No.
Okay.
So yes, start tagging the person with the most tags on TikTok also, if you can see.
Yeah, if you guys see her, start tagging people, start sharing it, start sending it out.
Can you see him on TikTok? Yeah. Awesome.
So we want to shout out to TikTok.
Yeah,
So
TikTok.
thank you. You're putting us on the TikTok platform.
Yes, of
Shout out
course.
to the TikTokers also.
TikTok.
TikTokers.
TikTokers, the creators. That's what they like to call themselves on this app.
The creators?
Yeah, TikTokers.
How do you get entered? You start tagging people.
So yes, start tagging your friends, your Facebook friends.
Yeah, guys, start tagging people, start doing what you gotta do.
Get your questions ready. Don't print them. Don't type them yet, but just if you have a question for Kevin or a question on Reiki, start thinking about that so that when we're ready, we can answer.
Cool. So what we're gonna do quickly before we get going with wonderful questions for you guys, your story. We're gonna do our weekly forecast. Lately they've been a little sassafrasy.
Honest.
Yeah, honest. But here we go.
KJ hurts.
Hearts.
Hearts? Oh. Maybe I need glasses.
4 wands, Queen of Pens,
Tentacles.
Tentacles, 3 of wands, 3 coins, 2 coins. The moon. Oh, so them.
I think you shuffled them wrong. No, I'm kidding.
Oh!
Yes. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's what I thought.
Oh. That sigh of relief. First thing that's kind of coming to me with all these cards is the warmth. Like, I feel that warmth, like that, you know, like, I don't even want to equate it to winter, but like, we're going through what we're going through right now just to, like, understand that process more. That we're kind of being pushed away like tensionally, like like our buttons are being pressed. I don't even want to say we're tested because we're like embracing these tests because that's what makes us stronger.
Right.
And we're making a lot of ballsy decisions right now. Either that we're going to stay with things or we're going to get rid of them and let them go because we're being called to, like it's like spring cleaning, get rid of like. And we did the work. Now it's time to like. We go to make our houses look nice. Like we do all the repairs. There's still dust. After we're done making it look good, like we're a work in progress. Choices. Like if we don't make those decisions, we're gonna regret it. Everything seems to be more balanced out. A lot of blessings in disguise this week. Things are not gonna keep feeling, like we're gonna feel bad even after we make the right decisions. We're gonna feel bad after we make the right decisions. So it's about being a lot mentally strong. We also got the Ace of Swords in reverse. Don't let the anxiety kill you. Don't let your negative thought patterns bring you down. Don't feel like that rug is going to get pulled out from underneath my feet. It's all about how you make it. Literally, this is all about work, reflection that we've done. Like it's time to wipe down those counters. It's time to make things sparkle. Take pride in what you own is the other thing I keep getting. And it's time to be that adventurer, time to be that strong person that we are, full of heart, full of love, full of integration. And then, this part's going to make me cry, it's the Happy Family card.
That's my favorite. That's what I call it.
Right, but it's the Ten of Cups. This is, you're a Cancer, this is your favorite card. This is all about love, this is all about, and that's what we're about. We're all about, like within the community that we're, like, we bring people together. And it's, that's literally what you want to do is connect everyone.
Right.
We are here to cross arms.
That's why that card, like, made me feel good.
Right.
It's like we're talking about the community and it's like,
And what I like is like we're tying things together, and it's like sometimes what's beautiful is it's all different kinds of fabrics that we're tying together too.
Yes.
And it's all making that same web. That we're bringing fabrics from Kenosha, Chicago. You said people from Australia might be coming on tonight.
Essentially, I know there's for sure some folks from Canada on here.
Right. We're reaching people all over.
All over.
And that's what this is about. This is connecting everyone, doing that healing, because we know this isn't, we were talking about this a couple nights ago, this isn't about us.
Right.
This is about
us listening to
what
we're told to do.
And that goes back to
trusting
all that,
what we're told to do.
Following your path.
And we got that message that we didn't get this job. We chose it.
Right.
We signed up for this how long ago? And now
I gave you a message yesterday.
That's what I'm talking about. We're exactly where we need to be. And also, I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. If you feel like you need to take a break, take a break. Because I haven't been taking that message for myself, and I'm reaping that. I'm feeling it. Like, it's not good. It's not good.
I just said that yesterday.
And which is funny because when I was here at the Kenosha Awakening Market on Saturday, I had my Oracle cards read, and that was one of the cards also. Like, you need to take a break, celebrate, and just take time for yourself. So if that's for us, that's for everybody that is listening also. And I just want to point out too that there's a lot of Pinnacle cards, and from my understanding, Pentacles means finances, wealth, the coins.
The business card,
Yeah. So,
which is great for all of us.
Right? I've been pulling some cards like that lately, and I'm like, when is it gonna come? I'm just patiently waiting now.
And one thing
it's here. Receive it.
And one thing we always talk about is energy philanthropy.
Energy philanthropy, energy exchange, yes.
Because, we chose this life, each one of us.
Chose being each other.
Some of us quit our full-time jobs
Yes.
to do this.
With no plans.
No plan.
Just like, we're gonna do this. I don't know how. Let's just do it.
And it may be hard work, but it's very fulfilling.
It's very fulfilling.
So if you'd like to make a donation, feel like you get questions answered or whatnot, feel free to drop it. A donation can be a smudge stick, whatever it is. We've been rich with all the blessings that
We
we've
can
received.
have from a smudge stick to a mansion to an air no.
If you feel like donating,
to
like,
a ho-ho cake.
if you want to donate, like we both take Cayman cruises, and you know me and my peanut butter cookies. Okay, so this week's Oracle card, and then we're gonna announce our winner for.
I'm pretty sure it's Baron. Baron is not winning.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so,
Perfect.
and it's funny that I would get that card myself too.
Mm-hmm.
The card that says I am enough.
Misael was just talking about that in the card. Who better, what did you say? Who better than to be your own, oh.
Who better to congratulate yourself but you, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who better than to tell you you're beautiful than you?
Right.
You know? You are enough.
That's the inner work. That's the important work.
This is that shadow work.
Oh man.
Yes.
We had a conversation on Saturday when we were coming here, and a lot of people, the darkness, when we hear the darkness, people are like, whoa, crap.
They think the darkness is the
And darkness is where we learn our lessons.
Right.
That's where, like, we get pushed.
Right.
And, like, if we didn't have those dark moments,
Right.
or around that kind of thing, we wouldn't be saying, I'm enough.
We wouldn't appreciate the light.
Right.
Right.
You know.
You know, like Albus Dumbledore says, world's greatest theologist, said, in the darkest of times, if you only remember to turn on the light.
There you go, Eric. No one will love you more than yourself.
There you go.
Yeah. That's
Aw,
great.
Amen.
Thank you.
So
for that.
I'm enough. We'll take pictures of this stuff later.
Perfect. Thank you.
So the winner of
Did
this
you get any?
Get any shares?
Tags.
Tags?
Yes.
Tags? Oh, tags. No. If you guys tag people, we literally have a prize for you. Start tagging
Well,
people. Just tag anybody.
No,
Anybody of your friends,
Tell them
anybody you
all the
would
time.
like. You guys tag anybody.
And
You guys
Baron.
can be entered to win the giveaway that is in Kevin's hand. It is absolutely awesome. So you guys are gonna want
Oh
it.
wait, Baron is winning. What am
I told you.
about?
I told you
Yeah.
Baron's winning.
So,
Facebook's beating you. TikTok, come on.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Baron can win this one because it's not his own gift.
Because we love him.
and the winner goes to.
And it's called to Baron. And then we'll do a KJ.
I am not winning.
Yes, you are. KJ Hearts. You also will be a winner.
I feel like Baron wants to hand down the prize.
Baron, come get your prize real quick. Because it's beautiful and I want you to see it.
I'm just tagging people to show love.
Alright. Well then, let's get
If
it.
we wait a little bit, maybe like more people will start coming through and start tagging.
Here, we'll put this one away. Oh, she wins all the time and that's my sister.
Okay.
We cut her off. Because she can only win once a month.
Where's
Guys,
she?
Kidding,
tagging
Chella,
people.
I got something for you.
Okay.
KJ Hearts is the winner.
KJ
And then we
Hart.
can wait, because I have a whole bunch
A
of.
whole bunch of
Yeah,
people.
so keep tagging people, because at the end, KJ Hearts.
Exactly, keep
You
tagging
know-
people, guys, and then the more people you tag, there's a gift at the end.
It feels like we're just all sitting here talking.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Isn't that what this?
Yeah.
Isn't
Right,
that
right,
what
where
this
it's
is
like-
for?
We're doing.
Feels nice and easy.
They're asking what's happening in this live. What's happening is us all talking and communicating
About Reiki.
about Reiki. We're
Tarot.
talking about Reiki, tarot. I mean, everything and anything at this point. Whatever comes.
We're having
comes through.
giveaways,
Just,
and if
having
they have
giveaways.
intuitive questions.
And if you guys have any intuitive questions, ask away. Ask Kevin. He is a medium, a crystal ball reader. He is amazing. So ask all the questions you want. I mean, this is what you guys ask for on these lives, so let's do them.
For KJ Hearts.
Is that in July?
They told me on Saturday and I forgot.
Beautiful.
Angel Eye.
This looks like calcite to me.
Blue calcite.
Blue calcite, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
KJ Hart,
What is-
if you are in, yeah, you gotta let us know where you're at. Kenosha or Milwaukee?
Canada.
Or Canada?
Yeah,
You
this
want
is
this?
blue calcite.
Tube of beautiful blue calcite.
Yay!
Blue calcite's good for a lot of things.
Spirit.
Throat chakra.
Cool.
Yes.
All right, so let's get to the juicy, meaty part of this.
Right.
There, come get
Do you
your
wanna just talk a little bit about why Reiki? Like why Reiki chose you or you chose Reiki?
That's a good question.
I feel like Reiki definitely chose me in every form. Basically, what happened was I got pregnant, and I got really, really, really ill. I was throwing up 24/7, 7 days a week, no one in sight. I lost 80 pounds within 2.5 months during my pregnancy. My body couldn't handle it, so it started shutting down, and I lost all feeling in my legs. I went completely paralyzed from the waist down, and they ended up inducing me pretty early to see if that would bring some stuff back, and it really wasn't working. They wanted to hook me up to all sorts of machines and do all these crazy things, and I remember I just looked at my husband and I was like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I've been through enough. I'm done. So that's when we started using yoga, and then my friend mentioned Reiki. And then that's when I was like, well, what's that? And they started doing Reiki on me, and next thing you know, within a couple months with utilizing yoga, Reiki, a healthy diet, and everything else, and just meditating and really just putting myself all out there, next thing you know, a couple months later, my feet started moving, my toes started moving, and then my whole body and my legs just started moving, and I was back to basically myself for the first time, and I don't even know how long it was. It was like a year that I couldn't really do much. So after that, that's when I decided, I was like, you know what, Reiki's it. Like, this is, I need to figure this out. And I really just started digging and reading and learning. And then when I felt comfortable enough, I finally reached out to somebody to do it myself. And then actually I ended up moving from California to here, and I had to find somebody all over again. But I'm so grateful that it did, because I would have never met Heather and Dan. And it was literally the universe pushing me to be like, hey, this isn't it. You already know this person. You guys have a great relationship. It's time for you to find new relationships and your experiences and where you're going in life and everything else. So that's what I did, and I came out here and I learned Reiki from Ronnie and met Heather and Dan through it, and then met you guys through Heather and Dan, and it's just been such a great experience out here with everything that I've learned. But that's basically how Reiki ended up in my lap, is because if it wasn't for Reiki, I feel like I wouldn't be walking today.
Wow.
I'd be hooked up in a hospital with a bunch of machines on me.
Amazing.
So yeah, well that's a hard story to follow up there. I feel like we stumbled upon Reiki back in 2016. I don't know what really drew us to it. I can't think of it.
Well, we were already starting to wake up
For a few years.
for a few years. Even actually ever since I've been a kid, I've always had like different knowingness and different experiences that let me know that there's more going on to this reality than just what meets the eye. And as life goes on, things became more difficult. I needed tools, like energetic tools to deal with what was coming at me. So it was a journey of searching, finding out what's going on, with all of this stuff, and then settling into a practice. I was guided towards Reiki too through other teachers, and it was a fit. It was just a really good fit. And it, like she said, it brought us together, like soul family together. So
yeah. We actually learned from a different Reiki instructor when we got our Reiki 1 certification, and she was great, but she ended up moving, or we lost, we disconnected from her because we didn't really do too much Reiki after we got certified. And then after everything happened in 2020, I think that we both had moments where we realized our worth and realized that this was something that we could do, that we could start a business, and so that meant getting more certifications. So then we went to Ronnie of Raised Vibrations to get our Reiki 2 certification. That's where we met Kirsten there. And we just kind of kept in contact loosely with her in between there, and then we both ended up getting our mastery really close to each other. And she was just, you know, she was great to just pull right on into the markets and everything. You know, we I would say that the biggest jump for us was I saw the spirit market advertised on Facebook. And Baron was always somebody that was in my list of friends, like people you should know. And I was like, I don't know this guy. Who's this guy? But then when I saw the market, I was like, oh wait, I feel like this guy's on the level. So then I reached out to him personally, and we chatted for a while. And we were thinking about joining the market, but we wanted to check out the vibe first, because you know, even if people can be spiritual or healers or you know whatever, sometimes there's competition, sometimes there's negativity. And we wanted to get in there and feel the vibes, you know, to see if this was a fit for us. And we came to that first market and we walked around, and I looked at Dan, I was like, I'm sorry, but we're doing this. Okay, like you know, like we need to do this. I want to start. So we told Baron that we wanted to join, and that was how we met everybody from Cicada Tribe. And I mean, it was just rapid expansion, and I am eternally grateful for that, you know. And it is really true. If you listen to your heart and you listen to spirit, like it just falls into place. Like everything just starts falling into place. And it's like literally you take moments where you sit there and you're like, I can't believe this is all happening. Right. I can't believe that it's happening this way. And I mean, I don't know, I'm just grateful. So that's basically
You actually met us on the first one, was that right?
Yeah, I remember you on the first one.
Really?
Yeah, the baby.
Yeah, the baby.
Oh, with our feral toddler? Yeah, that's awesome. I do remember that. And you guys still both need to get on our table, too. So one of these markets, you need to jump on that table.
You do phenomenal work.
Oh, thank you.
And, you know,
Kevin was telling me that you were awesome.
Yeah, it's I mean, I don't know. I like doing it. I feel like it's important too for healers to take care of each other. You know, like healing healers is super important, because we get depleted easily. You know, like looking out for each other. I mean, we had Kirsten did some work on Dan's back on Saturday, and it's phenomenal. Like. We gotta all take care of each other, you know, because navigating these times right now is not easy. Right. I don't know about you guys, but I feel personally violated by the month of February. Like, it's just handed me my butt right here. I'm like, here you go. Now you gotta deal with all this stuff. Yeah. Wow. So yeah. Well, that's it. I don't know.
I think what the cool thing is about Reiki is that every practitioner practices differently.
Yes.
And every energy is placed differently, and every intuitive thought or anything that comes through is different from the other person, and it just makes it so much cooler. And then when you get to work together and put those energies together, gosh, it's like the coolest feeling.
And, definitely. And also at the market, so like we're the three of us are at the Kenosha Awakening Spirit Market together, and we all do Reiki for donations. So it's really good for people who have never tried Reiki before to just come and get a quick 15-minute like tune-up, I guess, and you can give whatever you feel called to. So it's, if you want to just give a hug, that's okay. If you want to give money, that's okay. If you want to buy a crystal you feel called to and give it to us, that's okay. Like, we're totally cool with that, you know, because I mean, if we don't have anybody on the table, then we're just kind of like either working on each other or hanging out.
But that's the awesome stuff of energy exchange. Like, do you feel different if you get money or a hug?
No,
right?
It
actually feels better to get the hug.
It is,
I mean,
the physical contact, yes. And it's really, really, I guess it's a gift just to see people when they get off of the table and being like, I can't believe you knew that, I can't believe you felt that, you tapped right in, I feel so much better. Like, all these things are gifts enough, I feel like, you know, because it's just confirmations, you know, we're doing a good thing, because sometimes you don't feel like you're making that much of a difference until you get the people that are like, wow, I feel so much better, or the repeated customers. I mean, we have people that come by every time and bring us tea. Like one of the girls that comes and sees us every Saturday that we've been here, she brought us tea last week, and it was such a blessing because we were freezing and we needed it, you know. So I don't know, it's just really great. I can talk a little bit about how we do our practice.
Sure.
I mean,
because we all practice, three of us practice differently.
yeah,
Sure.
we all do differently. So like I said, Dan and I work on people together. And what I like about that is I kind of feel like it's like a power wash Reiki, because you have two Reiki masters working on you at the same time. And I personally like working on grounding people a little more because I have trouble with grounding myself. And so in grounding other folks, I ground myself, and that feels really good. Dan is really good at working up by people's crown chakras, and I feel like he's very gentle with that, with also really bringing up those trapped emotions, you know, because part of what Reiki does is it helps release all these trapped emotions within your body. So like different things that happen throughout your life stores in you, in your actual physical body, and can cause ailments. And so, you know, like back trouble, or like her legs, like all these like emotions get trapped, and we help release that. And sometimes it can be really emotional. Like we have people cry on our table all the time, and that's okay, that's great. Like we love that, you know. Please, like, I'm so glad you feel vulnerable and comfortable to be able to do that for us, you know, and for yourself, you know, because it's important to do for yourself.
Oh, definitely.
So, but yeah, I feel like I'm rambling.
No, it's good information. We just wanted to go with a couple comments.
No, maybe she can explain.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh,
So what I do, like mine's a little different from theirs, is where I do more muscular and bone structure and nervous system structure stuff. So like I'll get into like your bone structures and your grid patterns within your like cellular DNA and everything else with Reiki energy, and I'll kind of relieve some like tension, inflammation, and everything else by like reversing and reverting your like muscular and ligamental, or if it's bone structural or nervous system structural, like I can go in reverse and like trying to change all those things with the energy that's within, and it gives like a major like release within a lot of pain that you're going through, which is super nice. So that's like one thing that I do.
Awesome.
yeah.
Like, wow.
I know she's like getting next level downloads this month.
Yeah,
especially.
No, that's
It's
awesome.
been a little different, but pretty cool.
It is really cool. So sometimes when we are slow and like she has somebody on her table, we'll jump on too. And now it's really cool to, like, I'm familiar with Dan's energy now. So like when I'm working on somebody, I feel his energy coming down through, and then I ground that out, you know, and that's really cool. But now I'm becoming familiar with her energy too, and so now we're all working together, and it is really cool when we tap into the same stuff in people, and then it's like, oh my gosh, I felt that too. What? Like, and then those are just more confirmations, you know. So yeah,
Which is really nice.
it is really nice.
Yeah.
So I just have to like come in and say, if you don't come to the Kenosha Spiritual Awakening Market on Saturdays, I mean, you don't have to. You do. You don't. It's a donation based, but you have 3 Reiki masters working on you. And if there's nobody that they're, you know, attending to, you get 3 Reiki masters, you know,
Yeah,
working on you at the same time. That's like,
No, I'd like
unheard
to.
of,
I'd like to
really.
experience our
Yeah,
healing. I wish that I could, like, you know, like bilocate so that I could experience my own healing too. 'Cause, yeah.
the 3 Reiki masters.
Cassie and Eric. Cassie just said, would you guys want to do a Reiki share?
Of course we would.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so in Milwaukee we do these things called Reiki shares. Healers healing healers, you know.
Yeah.
And we have been with Cassie and Eric in one of the sessions, or a couple sessions, and they're amazing. When you have all of these, you know, humans having experience with Reiki and knowing where to go with it,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you leave there feeling like you're walking on clouds.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
don't
right.
say nothing
The
to me.
vibration.
I'm walking on water.
So high, yeah.
You
yeah.
haven't been to a party till you've been to an energy
Oh,
party.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You haven't been to a real party until you
Awesome.
have been to an energy party.
The market's from 10 to 3? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
10 a.m.
Yep.
to 3 p.m.
We are trying to set up Reiki shares here in Kenosha too. I know
That's
through
awesome.
through Paulette from New Leaf. So we're trying to set up something down here too because I know Kirsten's actually from Illinois and she comes up here. So then sometimes Milwaukee's a little far, but like we'd be like.
Oh,
we'd be happy to
definitely.
travel and go
Oh,
back
yeah.
and forth, and you know. So if you guys want to come down here too, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
Plus,
awesome.
I have like a huge space as well.
yeah,
Yes,
she
you
has
do.
Huge. So I'm always down for anything.
It's a little noise.
But it's not. It's like on the border of like it's legit on the border. It's
She's
like,
in Winthrop Harbor.
in like Winthrop Harbor, so it's like right
Okay.
there.
So like Illinois.
Yeah, I like that.
And then Chella had a question of what time?
10 to 3.
10 to 3 on Saturdays. And it will be every Saturday until, when is the last Saturday, Baron?
May.
March
14th, or wait, no.
March 19th. It's March 19th.
19th.
But we may not be here on the 19th, so because we may be taking another class to get
Cassie used to
more
live in
information.
Trevor.
Oh, Cassie used to live in Trevor.
So what would that be like? Maybe March 12th, maybe the last one that all three of us are
Okay.
here.
So March 12th will be the last one that
I feel
all
like that's
three
right.
will be
It's
together.
7 days before.
But it ends March 19th. And I just wanted to give a little shout out to KJ Hearts because they said they were from Pennsylvania.
That's awesome.
Yay,
So
what's
don't
up? Worry about it. Inbox me your address and we will mail this beautiful little gift and another one for coming on from Pennsylvania. So
Oh, wait, what was their name?
KJ Hart.
So
Oh, wait,
Hearts.
I kind of have an idea.
Uh
And it's kind of like I feel like I don't know who KJ, whoever you are, but I feel like we should bless you.
Oh yes, that's what I'm feeling too. Because I'm like, I have more gifts.
I think, and I was reading some of your comments that you never experienced Reiki and stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to be here to experience
Right,
the Reiki.
physically.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing like we like to ask for people like when they do come on the show, if you guys feel comfortable, would you guys be willing to gift this KJ
Oh, an
person a
experience.
distance Reiki?
Sure.
Yeah.
With their permission.
With
So
their permission.
if you are still on and you give them permission, just type in yes.
So her name is Kayla,
Oh,
Okay, Kayla.
and KJ's a nickname.
KJ's a nickname.
a Trevor. Well, Kayla. Okay.
Oh,
So
nice.
nice to look into it for PTSD.
So
So would you like to receive it now? Is that okay?
I can totally do it now.
Let's do it now.
As long as
Should we do it
she's
now?
okay. Permission granted. Yay!
What do you feel?
Yay!
Uh-oh. I don't like oh-ohs.
No, I'm just gonna go a lot. There's a big part of me that actually wants to cry for you. Like I'm getting really emotional. I feel like shook. Like that's the word I want to use. It's like a feeling of not belonging. It's a feeling of like not being safe. And you know, Spirit brought to us today, or we came across you somehow. But I think Spirit really wants you to know that you're gonna be okay. Like I feel like, you know, start looking ahead instead of looking back. Kind of just keep moving.
Yeah, I feel kind of like you're gonna receive a lot of love that you've been wanting to feel. I don't know, I just feel a lot of love.
And open yourself
Like-
to feeling that love.
You know,
Yeah.
or
So,
a feeling that you've been wanting to feel like this feels good.
yeah. She mentioned some different things in here that's totally right on the money with what you guys are saying. So in the chat here.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, one of the most important things about Reiki that I want to say really quickly is that Reiki will not invade your free will. So if you don't want it, it will not come to you. So like if you're going to receive any Reiki healing or any energy healing, you have to be open to receive
Yes.
it. So I want you to just relax and receive the Reiki that we're going to send to you. And it just comes up, and sometimes you just have to let it. I mean, I literally raged in my house yesterday for a little bit, and then I thought I was gonna leave. I was gonna physically just leave, drive away, but then I was like, no, I can't do that. I need to stay and I need to feel this. So I went outside for just a couple minutes, and then I just sobbed it out for another couple minutes, and then I yelled for another couple minutes. And he's just saying, he's like, good, you're doing great. You know, just like,
Just had to let her go through it.
Yeah,
she,
yeah.
she was obviously going through some really deep stuff, you know. And these high frequency portals opening up, you know, they start digging into the low frequency stuff that's stored in you all these years, from all the way from childhood. Like this was childhood stuff that was coming up for her.
Yeah.
And you know,
It's-
you did really well.
Thank you.
You really
Aw.
did. I'm very proud of you. That was an intense one.
Yeah, it was. So I mean, like, I guess shadow work in a nutshell is just, you know, getting in and being your own therapist, doing, you know, talking to yourself, getting in there, getting deep, and listening to your body, listening to yourself, you know.
Yeah, your triggers.
Yeah.
Those are
Also-
keys. They're clues. You know, they're guiding you towards your inner pain, your inner wounds that need resolution, or things that need to be let go of that you've been carrying way too long.
And we shouldn't fear our triggers.
No.
No, they are opportunities, gateways.
Right. Triggers are the most healing thing in the world.
It is. It's our kind of guidebook of knowing what you need to work on in order to move on, in order to move up to your next level. You know.
I always like looking at shadow work, like looking at your deepest, darkest secret. What is that deepest, darkest secret you had, and why did you do that? What was the reason behind it? Why would you do that thing to yourself? Like, why would you put these on yourself? Why would you do these things? And then that's when you look into the ego as well. But, you know, like, it comes down to, like, shadow work is a connection. I feel like that one connection that connects the ego and the inner child as well,
Very much.
which is such, like, an amazing thing, because you start looking down at the things that you've caused, the things that you've done, the things that you've brought into this world that aren't of, like, your highest good, but of those negative footprints that you've left behind. And as you start looking at those and you really start looking into that, then you start realizing, well, that's an attribute that I learned from my mom, like, you know. And then you have to go kind of like back into your inner child and look at those things your mom did to you, and then you kind of have to go and look at your mom's inner child and your mom's stuff. And you know, it's a lot of work, but it's so healing, because you start putting the pieces of the puzzle together. It's really
Yeah,
nice.
a lot of it does come from passing down, like from many generations, you know, of weight that's been passed down from father to son, mother to daughter, and that we are the people here now doing the work to resolve these issues that are in our lineages.
Yep.
So, Kayla had a question that says, so shadow work has to be done yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Shadow work is getting to know yourself. You know, like all the different parts of yourself, understanding yourself. It's a big part of understanding why you are the way you are, who you are, and
year.
There is like a type of Reiki that you can do though, like for shadow work. That's like I get into your shadows and I like
Me too.
go in and I kind of figure everything out, and then once we're done, I kind of go and I say, hey, you need to look into these things.
Yeah, that's
And
what
then
I
they're
say.
like, oh my god, how did you know that? Like,
Yeah.
you know, type deal. They're like, that's like my deepest, darkest secret. Why did you pull it up? Like, type,
Yeah.
type situation. It's like, well, it's because you have to work on it, man. Like, that's something you have to do. So you can utilize Reiki for shadow work and kind of giving you that little boost that you need to say, okay, this is what I need to work on, and now I need to look in these things and I need to start releasing and letting them go.
Yeah.
And Cassie says there are specific journals that you can look up that help with shadow work also. So if you guys just look it up.
It's the hard work. It's
It's
the
very
hardest
hard work. So yeah, it's not like something that you're like, oh, I'm gonna do shadow work today, and then start and be like, oh no, I don't. No,
Exactly.
It's like you're gonna do shadow work. You're gonna do shadow work.
At the most inconvenient times too, like when you gotta be somewhere and do something and get ready, you get triggered and you're like, what? Why now? And it's like, because right now is the time that you have to do it, and it is not easy.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Nana wants you to wants to know if she can do a prayer request for her niece.
Oh,
that
yes.
passed.
We can do.
So, my cousin's niece, she passed away this week, 12 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So if we can send the family some energy healing, some love, you know,
Definitely.
especially for the young ones, they're struggling a lot. A lot. Yes.
Okay.
So if we can send a prayer out to her and her family, and yeah. So we'll take about a minute or two to do that for you, Nana.
Our love, our condolences.
It's never easy when they're young. It's not easy in general, but it's when they're young.
The best advice I ever got when I was grieving is don't allow anybody to tell you how to grieve. Grieve in your own way.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
know that whatever you do is acceptable and
That's right.
there should be no judgment around it.
Yeah. Take as long as you need to, so that you don't have to address it later. Because the things like this are the emotions that get trapped inside of us. So it is important to take that time. You know, don't feel rushed.
Right.
You know, by regular life. You know, it's like literally earth shattering for you. You know, so. I know. Emotional.
And, you know, the other side of grief. And the reason why we grieve. And that's because we love so much.
Yes.
We love so damn much.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us send healing to you.
Yes.
I feel honored.
Yes, thank you.
So we have a couple of minutes. If anybody wants to ask Kevin or any questions,
Yeah.
actually, we'll take some questions.
Yeah, guys, ask away. Ask some questions. Kevin is a medium, intuitive, insight. You know, ask as many questions as you want. We're here. Might as well. You know? Come on, guys. I know you got questions.
And while you guys are thinking about questions, we're going to do give no clue
We can
who
probably
you
infuse
are.
this crystal too.
Who,
But
Kayla?
everything,
Kayla?
Kayla,
Oh, Kayla.
everything you're saying is really hitting hearts today. And like, honey, you know, like,
Yeah, we need to
spirit is definitely going to be taking care of you. I feel like everything you're going through, you know, start putting that self-love, self-compassion towards you.
I actually already feel a lighter
Yeah.
energy
Yeah,
coming
I
through.
felt it flip.
That'd be good.
Kayla, so if you feel lighter or something, let us know, because I really do feel lighter energy. Come on, Maren.
Don't trip on stuff. Yeah, get over
Come
here.
on.
I'm not sitting next to Danny.
Oh, no.
I like sitting by Danny.
There you go. 2 minutes to explain Kenosha Awakening Market.
And go.
Go.
Okay, so the Kenosha Awakening Spiritual Market If anyone hasn't been yet, it's held down at the historical Rhodey Theater down in Kenosha, Wisconsin. It's held on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have anywhere from like 25, 35 vendors, I think was the max we got to. If you are interested in becoming a vendor or a speaker, if you have a subject you want to talk about, email us at kenoshawakeningspiritualmarket@gmail.com. Also, you guys did tag it in the post, so that will show every market dates that we do have it. We'll be going for the next 4 Saturdays. Then we will take a little bit of a break. Then we'll bring it back for a spring market, a summer market, a fall market, and then a holiday market. So we wanted to bring it by seasons, so we can celebrate new moon ceremonies, just explaining everything while we're all in this conscious awakening. The largest one known to man.
Much gratitude for everyone that came
Yes,
on tonight.
awesome.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank
We've
you
been
for
wanting
having
on
us.
forever.
Sorry, we're slow. We're a
And
little shy sometimes.
A shout out once again to the Rhodey Theater.
Yes,
Shout out to Altered State of Mind.
yes,
Shout out to the man behind the camera.
Thank you.
yes.
Shout out to Laura. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to
Baron, yes, he
yeah,
said Baron.
Baron.
Crystal. Rhodey Theater, thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
It's crazy because every week, like, I want this session for, all these people, but then it's like, no, I want it for me too, because I learned so much.
And then next week,
So next week we will be having a leadership coach on. So she's going to be talking about, and leadership coach doesn't mean like you have to be in business or you have to be you could be in leadership being a parent, So anything, she's going to be talking about strategies that she uses, for her day, things that she does, meditation, stuff like that. So her name is Miss Kim Malakara, and yeah.
That's weird.
So we will be talking about leadership, things to do during the day, meditations, things like that.